Hey guys, current energy check-ins for the weekend. I didn't go to Michigan. I was supposed to. I had a little bit of a hunch a couple of days right before I was supposed to go. I had a little bit of, there was just something telling me, you're not going. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going. So I canceled. I don't know why. No idea, but I tend to listen to those warning signs. Well, for one, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it's been raining ever since, every day. So I probably would have been inside for the most part, but who knows why. Doesn't matter, doesn't really matter. So I'm home. Wild dreams lately. That last full moon did a number on probably me and probably a lot of you out there. Riled up full moon. Crazy dreams. Like one Felix was in a jar. I don't know what the hell happened there. He was in a jar. He was trying to get out of it. And then when I took him out, he was looking like he was dead. And I'm like, how? You were just... you know, shit like that. So I don't know. Weird stuff. He's not in a jar. He's in his hey baby boy. Wakey wakey. No wakey wakey. I'm sorry. Mama's an asshole. Yeah, I know. Go back to that. Anyways. Yeah, let's get things going. Current energies check-in for the weekend. I'll be looking through each sign individually by elements: earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification for Friday video, so whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday video. Bum. That's it. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person or a situation you're dealing with, where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Roles can be reversed. Was that a squirrel that fell off the fence? Really? I think. Or something. Anyways, yeah, let's get going. Capricorn. Christmas is coming. Not really. You know what? Every year after my birthday, which is August, that's it. I'm excited for Christmas. Every time. August 10th hits, I'm like, okay, Christmas. Like, oh man, we gotta wait a little. I know. Life is hard. Life is so hard. But anyways, Christmas is coming. Let's see. Let's see, Cappy. Okay, on your side, you get the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Three of Swords. There's some healing on your side. I feel like either you want to do something, or there's something tied up to your action towards something. Either you did something in the past that didn't turn out great. You know, it left a mark. It left some pain in there for you. You know, some consequences to deal with. And you're kind of looking at that and trying to figure out what's what and how to heal that pain that was left behind. You know, clean up the mess, basically. Or because something happened in the past when you did something, you're kind of thinking about doing something now, but the past is pulling you back in terms of, well, remember that one time when you did this? Well, don't do it again. And you kind of want to do it. I don't know what it is. I do see some action coming from you towards a situation, but there is pain attached to your own action. but you do have healing over that, so that's good for me to see at least. Okay, in the energy that you're dealing with, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. Oh, this is one of those, I feel like someone wants to express how they really feel, but they're kind of stumbling. They're kind of like, you know, it almost feels like they don't know how, but they're trying to, kind of a thing. What they want to express here, by the looks of it, is it's nice, it's beautiful, but the delivery seems stumbly. I don't know. It doesn't feel fluent. It feels like, you know. So I don't know. For the connection, the Magician, the Four of Cups, the Nine of Wands. There's some energies attached to you that are kind of dragging you down for some reason. There's a sense of disappointment. It's almost like looking at what you're manifesting and it's like, it could be better, you know, kind of a thing. You're trying to not go in that direction of, it's a little bit judgmental. It's a little bit, you're calling something out from the universe, and the universe is going to deliver, possibly not in the exact same way you imagined it. And because of that, a lot of the times we look at it and sometimes we don't even recognize it. Like, I didn't call for that. What the hell was that? I don't want that. When in fact you do. You know, it just looks different than you expect. So there's a little bit of a, almost like a tendency to judge. And I see you kind of pushing against that, kind of like, I don't want to be doing that. I kind of want to take this as it comes. Interesting. Let's see what the universe has. Six of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ten of Wands. You manifested energy here, by the looks of it. You manifested energy that's falling into a place of equal give and take. That's balanced, that feels right. I have no idea how it showed up, that a little bit of rejection over it is coming through. It's kind of like it's hard to grasp the concept of, well, you know what? I manifested energy here, not necessarily the physical aspect of something or someone. And just because I don't like a little part of whatever, that doesn't mean that the energy is not here. So it's kind of like trying to figure out what it is that you manifested when it comes to whatever you're dealing with here. Because there's a little bit of pushy energy against your own manifestation. And then the universe kind of makes it clear, like, hey, you manifested the energy. Is the energy here? Yeah. You know, everything else, we got to work with somehow. You know, it's going to point this whole situation back to us, basically. So yeah, interesting reading. Very busy reading for a first reading of the bunch. You kept me busy here. You dove me right in there. Easy. I'm just waking up. Oh, I told you. I'm behind here. Moving on to Taurus. Okay. On your side, you get the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Wands. Something that was closed off could be coming back towards you, and you're like, nope, I don't want it. Keep it right there. Stay there. Nope. You know, there's a little bit of rejection here because there's an energy that seems to be closed off at some point, and it's making a comeback, and you're like, you know? The energy attached to you, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. There's a genuine energy of love here. It's moving quite slow even for you. And you're kind of looking at it, and I don't know if you trust it, in all honesty. You know, you're kind of looking at it with a sense of, really? For the connection, the Justice card, the Page of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Believe it or not, things are heading towards a more balanced place in here where you may drop your guard a little bit. They may pick up their pace, I don't know. Because I do see two energies, you know, heading towards the middle ground. Like, okay, let's meet halfway here. So eventually I see this going there. For now, individually, you're showing me, little bumps in the road here and there. So let's see what the universe has. Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Yeah, it's a soul connection. It could be a friendship. It could be a collaboration. It could even be romantic. I don't know what it is. But it suffered some blows here and there. And I feel like this is where things are kind of going through a transitional phase of, okay, let's see if we can fix this or not. And I see you kind of in the middle of trying. Somehow more them than you, but there's you in there too, you know? There's definitely work that needs to be done on this, whatever this is. And it's being done. Yeah, with the little bumps in the road there. But that's it. Moving on to Virgo. Is it raining? No. Man. Okay, on our side, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Two of Wands. You're kind of waiting for things to get restored in a situation, possibly things to be better. You're showing me I'm waiting for a brand new beginning. It's not here now, but I'm waiting for it. It is tied up to this King of Wands, whoever they are to you. So you're kind of in standby mode here. The energy attached to you, the World card, the Sun, the Ace of Wands. They're giving me an energy of rebirth, of coming back new, which makes sense with your energy of waiting for a new beginning there. But I don't know what this means. They're closing off a cycle and they're coming in fresh, new. Reborn, almost. It's a good energy, but like what the hell is going on, you know? For the connection, the Strength card, the Death card, the Knight of Cups. This is an energy of rebirth. Like an old situation dies off while a new one is coming to life, but it involves the same two energies here, you and them. You know, it's not like, oh, okay, you know, I'm heading towards the sunset, towards a brand new beginning here by myself. No, you're going with. There's definitely a sense of rebirth for the whole connection, for the whole dynamic. And it does come in at the end of this Death card with a lot of love. So I don't know, you're going through a transitional phase here in terms of the connection, for sure. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Three of Cups. Yeah. Same deal. Very transformative energies, and they don't look that way. They don't feel that way necessarily. I just see them in that way. Where you're learning a lot from this. Possibly learning a lot about being patient here on both parts, but it is resulting in a sense of coming back together, possibly in a different, new way here. And you're kind of showing me a sense of, I know. You know what's up. You have knowledge over this. Okay. I don't know when, but I know that it's gonna happen. Cool, that's it. Man, I was so trying to not do that, but I did. Oh, I'm bringing my table back. It's in renovating stages. It's in the garage. I'm putting some stain on it to darken it a little bit, and then we'll see. Anyways, moving on to fire signs. Aries. Alright. On your side, you get the King of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Five of Cups. You carry a lot of love for a situation, and you're kind of like, if someone would ask you about it, I don't see you hiding it. You know, you're putting it out there too. So not only are you carrying it, you're putting it out there somehow where everybody knows and you don't care. It is tied up to a situation from the past that carried some pain here. It still possibly does carry this pain, but you don't care. You're still very much open here from your heart to this. Yeah, you're bringing in really, really cool, loving energies here in this situation. Ooh. For the energy attached to you, the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles. They're showing me an energy of, I'm not giving this up. The problem is, they're not showing up for it or something, or they're not believable enough. There's something where it's questionable to the outside world. Now it's raining. So they're really showing me a sense of, this is mine, you're mine, I'm never gonna let this go, blah, blah, blah. But then when it's time to show it, there's nothing there. Kind of like, okay, but you know, put your money where your mouth is, kind of a thing. There's something questionable about this one. For the connection, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Two of Cups. That's why. You're pulling for two here. You're pulling your energy for two. Not that they don't want to be here, they do. The problem is, whoa, something's falling. Trees are falling. What the hell was that? I heard a big bang on the roof. That's some nasty storm out there. You don't really give a shit, do you? I mean, it's been windy all day, but... Okay. The problem is here, someone is showing up disconnected emotionally, and I feel like it's them. That's why they're not believable. So the love is here. It's definitely here. It's definitely there on their side too, but they're just not putting it out there, and that tells me that you're pulling on this energy for two. There's an energy that needs to be shared by two. You're the only one that comes up with it and is compensating for the lack of the other one. Man, it's windy like a motherfucker. The trees are gonna come down, I swear to God. Like, I've never seen it like this. Yep. Oh, something flew. Do we have tornado warning? I didn't get any notifications here. Wow. I've never ever seen it like this. Here. Yeah, half the tree is down. Well, not half the tree, but branches are coming in. Anyways, it's fascinating to watch though, and then I'm gonna run probably if something comes down. I'm gonna take Felix and run and Oscar. So you're compensating for the lack of this other energy, which again, they do carry the love, they're just not emotionally available for now. From the universe, you get the World card, the King of Swords, the Magician. There's a closing of a cycle that's coming through here, and it's coming through because someone is manifesting it. It could be the cycle tied up to, you know what, this is not how it's supposed to go, it's an equal give and take kind of a thing, so I'm not supposed to pull for two here. Maybe it's that one. I don't know. But someone is manifesting an ending of a cycle here. Because this is not necessarily a healthy cycle that's showing up here for now. Anyways, someone is showing up in the knowing about this, kind of like, yeah, I know. That's why I don't really enjoy it, but anyways, that's it. Here we go again. I heard a big bang. I hear big bangs and I don't like that. Now it's falling. On top of what? That's my question. There's all these big pails of alright, moving on to Leo. If shit gets nasty, I might have to pause this video and continue when shit calms down. Okay, on your side, you get the Ace of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, trouble in paradise here. And paradise is made out of maybe a friendship, someone close to you for sure. I don't see it as being romantic necessarily, but it could be. It's coming from you, not the trouble, the energy that eventually ends up in trouble. I see you wanting to give in a situation or do something about a situation, but then it results into something not great. So I don't know. The energy attached to you, the Page of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles. Oh, okay. So someone could be having some time off from the world, from everybody, everything. Someone is in healing mode here, and they're quite determined to stay there for a little while, which to me, that tells me they're probably inward a lot. So you could be interfering in terms of maybe you're trying to help, but your energy is that of, again, from your perspective, you're coming in as maybe I want to help them, you know, be there for them or whatever. From their perspective, it could come in as intrusive, like, hey, I'm not home, go away. But you should get that before you even knock, kind of a thing. Which is kind of like a miscommunication kind of a thing, because I don't think they know they're so much on a break, and you don't know that either. So it's kind of like, okay, it might create a little bit of, I don't see your energy pushy, that's the thing. But I do see it as being intrusive as far as they're concerned, you know, in the way they're looking at it. To you, no, not really. It's like, I just offered help, you know, kind of a thing. So I don't know what the hell this is, but For the connection, the Two of Cups, the Five of Cups, the World card. Shitty out there, huh? It's shitty out there, huh? Yeah. There's been some disturbance here in this dynamic. I don't know what kind of a dynamic this is. Again, I see it more as someone close to home for you, someone really close to your heart. But there's been some disturbance at some point, and you're coming at the end of it actually. So it's kind of looking like, okay, you know, it's time to let things go and time to move on from whatever the hell happened here. So it's, you know, as nasty as it looks, it's actually a good energy. Let's see what the universe has. Bless you. The Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, something needs to come to a close here. Something needs to end. Here we go again. Something needs to end to leave room for a brand new energy here. Kind of like, let's start over, kind of. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening. Or it's trying to happen. On your part, there's a little more, okay, almost like you're taking charge of this, or you're making it happen. But whoever this is tied up to, they're still healing. They're still in a little bit of a pause there from everything. So keep that in mind. But that's it. Juno. Juno. What's up, baby girl? What's up, big bright eyes? Come here. No? Grooming? Grooming is more important? Okay. I was kind of like doing the reading like, whatever. Sagittarius. I shuffled before, but I forgot to announce it. I was like, let's go on. Okay. You know, maybe call it out. Alright, Sagittarius, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Swords on your side. So these are energies of brand new beginning in love. And there's a lot of great energies here on your side. Problem is you're overthinking things. They are available, they are showing up, and you're looking at those energies and you're like, let's start questioning them for some reason. The energy tied up to you, the Sun, the Empress, the Five of Swords. What is it with this Five of Swords? This is the theme for today's reading, huh? This is a nasty theme to have. Deception here. Because whoever this is to you, they're showing up in a great freaking energy, and they're bringing that energy to the table here. But with the Five of Swords there, it's kind of like, do I trust them? Do I not? Is it for real? Is it not? That's why you could be questioning things. Anyways, for the connection, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Temperance card. Yeah, you're tempted to just kind of screw it all, just walk away from this whole situation. But you're resisting that. So there's a little bit of, I kind of want to, but I'm going to stick around for a little while longer to see what happens, kind of a thing. So, okay, you're not convinced here of either or. Let's see what the universe has. Four of Swords, Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. Yeah. It does seem like you're taking a little bit of time to really absorb everything and kind of make the right decision for you here. Really get in touch with your heart a little bit through this, because you're kind of here a lot. At least, if not, the universe is kind of suggesting that, like, take a step back, give yourself a little bit of time to figure things out here. Because I don't see you convinced of either of these potential energies of happiness that they're bringing in, or if it's for real or not, kind of a thing, you know? Not yet. I'm kind of trying to figure it out. Oopsie doops. Moved on to air signs, Libra. Oh wow. I left a little something outside. A little bag of plastic thingies, and it's very little. It's kind of like this. It's not it's plastic things. Plastic, what the hell are those? Like zipper locks kind of things. They're very little. It's still there. With all of that wind, a lot of other things blew away, but that one is still there. I'm like, okay. Anyways, let's see Libra. Oh man, swear to God. Okay, on your side, you get the World card, the Five of Swords, the Temperance card. Are you dealing with the freaking Saggy? Because that energy is coming right back in this reading. Maybe that's a possibility for some of you, but what your energy says here, it says no more deception, no more lying to myself about something here. There are things you may have told yourself for a very long time about a situation that may not have been true. And you've learned from that, you're still healing from that, but no more, none of that anymore on your part. The energy attached to you, the Eight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Fool. This energy is coming towards you, but there's there's something blocking this energy from coming towards you. And that could be them being in their head about things, or even you being in your head about things when it comes to them. There's definitely a blockage. Energy full on towards you, boom. Nope, you're not passing. Kind of a thing. For the connection, the Page of Cups, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I think it's you that is blocking this from coming through. I don't know why I see it on you though. That Eight of Swords, I see it as belonging to you, because I see a lot of healing on your side. And it's kind of happening, it's not a slow paced kind of a healing, one of those where it's like, oh, okay, you'll see results in 2 years. No. You're kind of going quite smoothly through this, and at a, not a rapid pace, but a pretty good pace here. It almost looks like you've been in the dark here for a little bit about something, and you're starting to see the light in that, and that brings in a lot of healing for you. You're still kind of overthinking certain things about a particular situation that's come through for you. Let's see what the universe has. King of Swords, the World card, the Emperor. Something is done here. Something is completed. I don't know what. It's very similar to the last Fridays. You should keep an eye on your readings to see what the hell comes through. I feel like it's very similar to last Friday's check-in for you, where this energy of whoever this is attached to you, they have a completion attached to them, but they're still sending energy your way, and something is blocking them. You are stepping more and more into the acceptance of that, into the knowledge of that, the acceptance, but pretty much the same thing. Something is completed here. And you just gotta leave room for the energies to still come through, because even if someone is gone from your life completely, they're still sending energy here, or they're trying to by the looks of it. But they're blocked. That's it. Moving on to Aquarius. One of the classic cases here of when you feel it, they don't, when they feel it, you don't. On your side, you get the Lovers, the King of Wands, the Eight of Swords. So there's this love shown up that you feel in a particular direction, and it's kind of driving you nuts here by the looks of it. You look at it, you don't get it. Why am I feeling this? Why is this still here? Blah, 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 all of that. So it's showing up for you quite strong. For them, the Death card, the Two of Cups, the Chariot, it's showing up for them too, but as they walk away from it. So it's one of those, you're feeling it, you're here with it, as they walk away from it, then you walk away from it as they're approaching it and, you know, to be with it. It's, you keep on missing one another in this energy. It is beautiful energy, it is the energy of love. For the connection, the King of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords. Yeah, to the point of both of you kind of just wanting to drop it, even though there's a whole lot of love there. But you want to drop it not at the same time. That's the thing, you keep on missing one another. It's like, now I feel it, but then because they're not here, and they're not gonna be because you miss one another there, but because they're not here, eventually I'm letting this go. When you're ready to let that go, they're feeling it. But they're like, where's Aquarius at? You know, they're busy, they left. And then the both of you kind of just want to let it go at different times and then coming right back to it. Or the energy is coming back to each of you separately. I don't know. But there's a mismatch. There's a 2-minute late kind of a thing here, where you just missed the other person here, you know, in this energy, for the energies to meet halfway. Oh man, it sucks because this is beautiful energy, and I feel like it's been happening for a while, and it's still gonna happen. I don't see it ending anytime soon. It's kind of like you need to recalibrate there. Let's see what the universe has. Ace of Wands, Seven of Cups, the Lovers. Yeah, you go out there, you live your life, you do whatever it is you're doing, and it's fine, it's perfect. But you always come back to this, or this connection always comes back to you. There's definitely that sense of whatever I do, wherever I go, I'm still gonna come back to this. So I don't know what the hell this is. It feels beautiful. It's one of those goosebumpy kind of a thing. But man, you're just passing by one another just like that, like in the movies. I don't know. It's not done though. Yeah, it's gonna keep on happening until the energy in it changes, and maybe you won't miss one another. Okay, that's it. Moving on to Gemini. That's what I was waiting for. I saw him. I'm like, when is he gonna jump on? You are a troublemaker. You are the troublemaker of the house. Yes, you are. He just wants to play like non-stop. with all of them. Okay, there you go. What you looking at? What you looking at? Looking at Felix? You gonna go start some trouble? Oscar is banging his head on the table. What the hell is going on here? What is this shit show? He's laying down. There's a hard part of the feet of the table, and he's like, I'm like, man, that's steel. You don't no. He doesn't really care. Let's see, Gemini. What you doing? I see you looking at Oscar. I see you looking at my boy. And you're gonna leave him alone. You're gonna leave him alone. Alright, Gemini, on your side, you got the Three of Cups, the King of Cups, the Four of Cups. Look, you want love in a particular situation. You feel a whole lot of love for that situation. I don't feel like it's coming through in the way that you feel it, though, this situation. There's a little bit of disappointment on your side. There's a little bit of, this isn't working out, you know? The energy attached to you, the High Priestess, the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Interesting. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm working. No, don't go to Oscar. Do not dare. He went to Oscar. He went close to Oscar for now, but I know where that's gonna go. All right. Whoever this is attached to you, they do carry the energy of emotional stability, of happiness within them. Problem is they're not accessing that. It's like knowing you have something behind door number 3 and you need that something, but you're never gonna open that door. You know what's hiding behind door number 3. I'm not gonna open it. I don't know why. It almost comes in with a sense of stubbornness, like knowing something about yourself and not tuning into that at all. And it's quite a good energy. They're very intuitive. They got their shit together in that energy. Problem is they don't want to access it. They have a pretty low vibe energy for now. The connection, the Hermit, the Five of Swords, of course, the Two of Swords. And well, somebody's giving the impression that they're healing, but they're not really. They're in their head a lot. So I don't know if that's you, that's them. That could be the both of you, that could be one of you. But somebody's kind of like, no, I'm healing. I'm working with my head on my healing. And there's a whole lot of thoughts going in there, and that to me is healing. Well, to me it's not, but yeah, the mind will take you places to certain places, but it's kind of like a compass, and that's it. You put it aside. Being in it all the time, not feeling. So let's see what the universe has. Stop. Okay. Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, somebody kind of wants to let this go completely, but they're having a hard time doing so. It's kind of really hard to just kind of let it go. I get the sense that it's you. I get the sense that it could be them too. There's a whole lot of energies not being what they seem to be in this particular reading. I do kind of see it more on this side, which is their side, but it could be you too. That carries that whole sense of, I'm healing, look at me, how healed I am, by overthinking things. But I also get the sense that someone is really trying to move on and is having a really hard time, and that I feel like is you. So that's it. Alright, moving on to water signs, Pisces. Okay, the birds are coming out. Maybe it's gonna stop the craziness outside. I mean, it did stop. It's just kind of still raining a little bit. But man, that was like, I almost saw the trees come down, like being blown by the wind all the way down to the ground, the branches. That was pretty harsh. Harsh winds. I love seeing that though. You know, of course from the inside, but I love watching how nature works. Pisces, let's see what's going on. The Three of Swords, the Hangman, the Fool. Okay, you really want to give something a chance, possibly another chance. There's definitely that sense of pausing before acting, that sense of, I really want to go there, I really want to do this. Let's pause before we go, though. The pause is definitely created by some sort of pain that you're carrying. That's why I'm kind of getting a sense that this is not something new to you. This is something that you've been dealing with before, and it carries a little bit of pain. But I still see you in this energy of, I really want to come out of this and, you know, in a different way and embrace this as much as I can and give this another chance, kind of a thing. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Six of Cups. Well, they're not liking how things are going. There is a soul connection that they're recognizing here with you. Something is not right here. Something is not right within this connection. And I don't know what that is because I'm not clarifying, but something doesn't feel right. For the connection, the Three of Pentacles, the Devil, the Hierophant. Yeah, when you see all that pile up together, it's not right. First, you're showing me a friendship that's dysfunctional, and then beyond that, you're showing me something quite deep tied up to it. Whatever this is, it's supposed to teach you lessons for sure. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you want to label it. I feel like there's no common labeling here. You probably call it one way, they call it another. As far as they're concerned, you're just friends. As far as you're concerned, you're just whatever. Who knows? Who knows what the hell this is? But it's more than meets the eye. It's one of those things where people are kind of threading cautiously around it, but it hides a lot of energies and a lot of things to be learned, especially from this one. So let's see what the universe has. The Seven of Swords, the King of Swords, the Judgment card. Slowly but surely, someone may want to walk away from this. You know, in what makes sense when it comes to this one, when you look at it from a perspective of it's got to make sense, someone is kind of getting ready to get out. To be like, okay, I'm done here. And I kind of get the sense that that's you. So I kind of see you already having your back turned slightly, but not completely. But that's it. Moving on to Scorpio. Come on. Come on, Scorpio. Man, you're really stubborn today. There you go. On your side, you get the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. So you wanted things done in a certain way, but then you're backing away a little bit, almost like, well, I don't want them like that anymore. Yeah, that was the original plan, but you're meeting resistance here, you know, in the way that you want things done in a particular situation. So you might change plans, you might change strategies here, I don't know. But I do see you heading in a direction of, I want to get something done. Okay, that's clear. How? The how around it changes. The energy attached to you, the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords, the Lovers. Yeah, you're met up with resistance here. There's a sense of, I don't know if they're doing it on purpose, but they're looking like they're putting obstacles along the way. I don't think they're doing it on purpose. It's kind of like whatever you try here, it's not really going to work because you don't have their cooperation, and whatever you're bringing in requires cooperation on this side. And they're like, nope, I'm not available for that. I'm not sure what's going on here. I see you hitting a wall, but you keep on trying, though. You keep on trying. Despite the fact that, you know, every time you go to the left, there's a wall. You go to the right, there's a wall. You go front, there's a wall. Go back, there's a wall. This would be the first time possibly during all of the signs for today that I kind of want to clarify, but I'm not. For the connection, the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, there's healing, and your goal ultimately is a sense of stability, you know. That's in the bigger picture of things. Now, in the smaller picture here, you could be kind of stubbornly wanting to deal with this energy right here, kind of thinking that, well, yeah, that's where I'm heading towards, a sense of stability, but I want to bring this energy with. Well, what if this energy doesn't want to come? Are you not going to head towards whatever you want to create here? I'm sure you're going to find another energy that's going to want to come, you know, with, because this kind of keeps you stuck a little bit. Again, the overall energy seems to be good. You're on track with that. You seem to be heading in that direction regardless of what's happening here. But it does create a sense of keeping you stuck, you know, for a little bit there. Let's see what the universe has. King of Swords, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands. Yeah, the resistance. Oh, there's a tower here under this Nine of Wands too. Yeah, that's the resistance basically. There's you knowing where you're going. Your energy is definitely heading in that direction of, again, a sense of stability. And then bam, you hit a wall. It's like, uh-oh, what do I do? And it creates a sense of like a barrier, a blockage of there's nowhere to go anymore. You know, and it's pointless because this is just you, your energy wanting to hang on to their energy here. And their energy doesn't want to. So it's going to keep you stagnant in your own journey. You know? But that's it. If they want to, they'll catch up to you while you go do your thing. You know what I mean? Eventually. They don't want to now. But if they change their mind, they know your path. You showed them the way. And that is it, Scorpio. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer. Alright, on your side you get the World card, the Fool, the Six of Cups. Who had this? Very similar energy. Very similar energy. Was it Pisces? No? Huh? Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, you're done. You're done chasing things here. Chasing, not things, a particular connection that shows up in here. You were all up in it. You were kind of like, yeah, let's go, let's do, let's. You were open like non-stop here. It's not that you're not open to it anymore. You're not like you used to be. You know, it's not the same sense of excitement anymore. That's kind of closing off here for you. The energy attached to you, the King of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Cups. You're dealing with someone very logical, very practical, very, as a matter of fact, and following the book of rules of life created by society and, you know, all sorts of things like that. If it makes you feel any better, they're not liking that they're that way, but they're still that way. It's one of those, well, that's who I am. Well, okay, but you can change that. Oh. No, I'll still respond to you with, and that's who I am. If you don't like it, but they don't like it. That's when it becomes a problem. When, you know, you, whoever it is that you're doing this, you don't like it anymore. So that's a good sign for me. It's kind of like, okay. So they could fall more into, oh, I can change that. Possibly. For the connection, the Two of Swords, the King of Wands, the Magician. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get this as being them trying to manifest a more mellow side to them, or more open to energies rather than the mind energies. They're trying to manifest that, but they're overthinking the manifestation, which kind of makes sense since they're used to be in their head all the time. This, I mean, small, very small, could seem insignificant signs, but these are good signs of someone trying to open up a little more. As far as you're concerned, it may be a little too late. I don't know. I don't see you out completely, but I do see you pulling back a little. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. Stretch your bands. What are you doing? Stretch. Eight of Cups, Six of Swords, Two of Wands. Yeah, someone is definitely putting some distance here between you. Kind of get the sense that you're the one that's, you know, putting some distance here between you and whatever this is. Emotional distance too, kind of like taking a break from this whole situation. I don't know how it presents itself in the physical, but there's really not much going on, just a sense of a break, a distance here. That's it. And I shall go see what those bangs were earlier. Hopefully nothing fell on my car. Because if it did, I'm gonna be pissed off. That's the only thing that's gonna piss me off. The rest of it can fall as long as it doesn't fall on me or anybody I know. Or just anybody in general. I was talking about this yard, though. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. I will see you soon with the mid-month. Is it the mid-month? And then we're almost in November. It's almost Christmas. Yay. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming in, for being with me during storms and sunshines and all sorts of things. And I will see you next time. Bye.